Welcome to Date Audio.
Release your wolf.
I wasn't aware shelving books required so much standing and reading. Is this how my tax dollars are being used? I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to startle you while you was busy at work, but I thought it'd look worse if I stood here any longer without saying anything. I have to say, it's no surprise we nabbed you at work if this is how intense you get when you read. I could have opened a fire and you wouldn't have batted your pretty eyes. Not that I ever would, of course. Yeah, no illegal activities, Giacomo, or yelling, or I'm out. Understood. Speaking of, Gia's asked me to mention he'd like to come by and apologize for himself sometime if you'd allow it. He's embarrassed, and like to show you his new glasses and bring you some sort of restitution. He's been considering something like flowers or an edible arrangement, but I think you could really leverage a generous donation to the library out of him if you make him wait for it. It's not the only reason I'm here, though. Maybe I want to see my favorite librarian, huh? Maybe I want to partake in normal, upstanding citizen activities like, paying overdue book fees, reading. Sure I am. In fact, maybe I've been looking for that book right there that you're about to shelve, huh? May I? I've been wanting something to really jump into on a relaxing day with a blanket and coffee, What's better a chance to start reading? Yeah. Nodded by the alpha. Huh. You can't tell me to quiet down. You're laughing too. Don't you shush me, you hypocrite. Oh, jeez. I walked right into that, I'll admit. Here, take your smut bag. I won't be checking that out today. The library is, much less stuffy and uptight than I'd imagined. I thought you might be, shushing people constantly to maintain the peace and sanctity of the space, but it's actually so we can focus on the Omegaverse, huh? Yeah, you are, doll. You literally just shushed me. I'm not sure I believe you, honestly. What would you do all day if not shushing people and being the object of schoolboy fantasies, huh? And, getting hauled into cars without your permission. Look, sorry about that again, by the way. Hey now, I'm not keeping you from doing your job. I wouldn't dreams of it. Fairly sure if I did anything of the sort, you'd go after me and my ankles with your book cart there. And I'm not so confident that's a fight I'd win. I'm just, curious, observing, making conversation, watching a master at work. You know what? You're right. I should be working. In fact, I should check in with my manager and give them a call. Excuse me a second. Hey, boss, do I have anything pressing on the agenda?
No, in fact, take the whole day for yourself, my beloved and perfect employee. You've earned it.
Well, if you say so, who am I to argue? Hey, I'll see you tomorrow by the water cooler then. Huh, look at that. It would seem I'm free for the day. Hey, when you're as good as I am, you get to be the boss young. Also, my mom wanted to retire young alongside my auntie Nina. Who was I to deny the woman who raised me, huh? She's doing good. Thank you for asking. I wouldn't say what we may or may not have done to cheer her up, but I'm pleased to say it's worked and raised her spirits. I will let you know, however, it involves sending her and my mom on a girls' trip to Vegas. I'll let her know you asked after her when she gets back. She'll be charmed. Oh, it's Caesar's Entertainment that should worry about not making their bottom line. Not me. Despite her terrible instincts with men, my Annie is a monster at roulette, and my mom can count cards better than a machine. Granted, they'll probably spend all the winnings on prosecco and scantily clad men, but hey, at the very worst they'll break even. And if not, I'll figure it out. I'll pivot. Maybe I'll consider a career change and, hey, maybe I become a librarian. Hey, would you put in a good word for me, doll? What? I love books and giving back to the community. Isn't that what's important? What else could I need, huh? Okay, I hear what you're saying about the master's degree in library science. But what if, just what if instead, I brought my winning smile, huh? I could be your personality hire. Huh, you don't sound so convinced. Maybe you could tell me more about the job requirements later, over lunch. You know, because Giacomo's, he's not the only one who'd like to apologize. And in my opinion, there's no gesture quite as appropriate, heartfelt, and sincere as a home-cooked meal. Doll, if I wanted to keep you quiet or take you out or anything but a date, this is not how I'd go about it. Why would I escort you to my home and meet you publicly at your place of work if I wanted you to disappear? Not to mention poison? Really? It's an ineffectual, unreliable weapon, so slow acting and difficult to dose properly. Besides, most poisons are horribly bitter and would ruin what I cooked. I would never disrespect the food that way. I'd say it is, given I'm the one that made it, but you'll have to find out for yourself. And when's your lunch break? Oh, no. I have to wait a whole hour? What will I do to keep myself entertained amongst this vast collection of all this human knowledge and imagination? Hey, you do what you gotta do. I've got a cooler, patience, and fictional alpha to get intimately acquainted with. I can wait.